As an international student in the US, it's quite interesting to have a conversation about where I'm from with my American peers in university. When I told an American peer that I was from Dubai, he said, "Oh, you must be like rich." I really did not know what to reply to this. While it is unfair to not recognize the privileges that I have by claiming that I'm not rich, I'm a migrant in the UAE, and I'm definitely not as rich as what Dubai's usual portrayal in the media may suggest.
Guys, this is Ahmed's future house, man. You're 17 years old making money. This is what happens. You get to spoil yourself.
The Burj Al Arab is the only 7-star hotel in the world, and it's only partially due to the hotel being on its very own private man-made island.
Dubai?
Oh, I love Dubai. Did you stay at the Burj Al Arab?
No, I stayed on Palm Island.
Dubai attracts many visitors with its inconceivable, unnatural wealth and sparkling luxury.
And I can't wait to bring all my friends and my sisters and my brother back with me to Dubai next time soon.
Upon revealing that I'm from Dubai, most of my peers think Dubai is a country on its own. Well, if you thought the same until now, Dubai is one of 7 emirates in a country called the United Arab Emirates, or the UAE. I don't really blame people for thinking Dubai is a country though, because based on the interesting manner in which Dubai is portrayed in the media and the relatively lower portrayal of the other emirates in the UAE, I'd probably think the same if I were not from here. This led me to the questions: why is Dubai constantly glamorized in the media? Why do people immediately picture the best cars and money when they think about Dubai? Why is Dubai more represented than other emirates in the UAE? I emailed professors and doctoral candidates at New York University in Abu Dhabi and the University of Michigan for their opinion on this, and they pointed me in one direction. Dubai's marketing strategy to better its economy.
To most of us, oil may be just the stuff that drives the car. To Arabia, it's a revolution.
Like most places in the Middle East, it is often believed that Dubai's oil reserves significantly contribute to its wealth. However, oil accounts for less than 1% of Dubai's GDP today. In the 1930s, while the UAE's capital city Abu Dhabi began finding rich oil reserves, Dubai failed to do so. Due to this, combined with the decline of the pearl industry around the same time, which was the Gulf's main source of income, Dubai fell into a depression around the 1950s. Thus, when Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum became the ruler of Dubai in 1958, he decided to find an alternative way to sustain Dubai's economy. Through loans and money from maritime trade, he developed infrastructure like electricity lines, telephone services, and Dubai's first airport. In the late 19th century, the UK agreed with the Sheikhs to establish Dubai as a British protectorate in return for diplomatic concessions. A significant amount of the development in Dubai and other emirates in the UAE today is facilitated by the British government.
It's clear to see that the UK still maintains a strong business relationship with the Emirates, particularly Dubai. That is the London Gateway Port, a new deep-sea container terminal 25 miles east of the city. It's one of the UK's main links between London and 90 other cities around the world, and yet it's owned and operated by DP World, a company based in Dubai.
Even after discovering its first oil field in 1966, Dubai did not depend on oil to survive. The oil obtained was used to fund Sheikh Rashid's strategy to build Dubai's economy around tourism, trade, and finance. This strategy has proven to be beneficial for Dubai today, as reducing dependence on oil is better for the future, since oil is a non-renewable resource that contributes to climate change. Today, Dubai continues to develop its tourism, trade, and finance sector by attracting foreign investment from countries like the UK, France, and the US. One of the ways through which Dubai is able to boost its foreign investment is its economic free zones, like the Jebel Ali Free Zone or Jafza. Jafza is the world's largest economic free zone and is home to Jebel Ali, the busiest cargo port in the Middle East. Within Jafza are thousands of companies that contribute to more than 20% of the UAE's total foreign investment. These companies employ 144,000 people, generating $80 billion in non-oil trade, which accounts for 21% of Dubai's GDP. Dubai's image in the media strongly contributes to its ability to obtain foreign investment and build its economy, especially through tourism. This is where Dubai's actions to portray the city in a glamorized light to the world really help. As per Dale Hudson, a film and new media professor at NYU Abu Dhabi, Dubai is associated with glamour mostly due to the city's branding campaigns to facilitate post-oil economic strategy by attracting foreign investment into the free zones. Dubai rebranded itself as a safe and cosmopolitan, that is, Western-friendly city amidst an unstable Middle East. These branding campaigns also countered negative images of Dubai in news media in South Asia, Southeast Asia, and Western states about human rights violations such as the exploitation of migrant workers and human trafficking. While Dubai has not falsely branded itself by any means, it is important to notice how the city's constant emphasis on glamour is working well with the one-dimensionality of media, bringing the city closer to its goal of obtaining more foreign investments. Film, TV, and digital media are one-dimensional, in the sense that they are often determined to etch a single, oversimplified image of a place into the minds of people without representing different exceptions or dimensions to a place. Rana AlMutawa, a public policy professor at NYU Abu Dhabi who performs research on the UAE, explains this issue in the context of Dubai. The media focus has often been either on the ultra-wealthy and privileged or the most marginalized groups in society. While these groups exist and should be represented, and these social hierarchies should be studied and understood, focusing on them alone gives us a skewed understanding of the city as an exceptional place. These common depictions do not allow us to see more mundane or everyday lives and realities which also do exist. Thus, there is a lack of diversity in the way cities are represented in the media. This is especially problematic as the media's portrayal of distant places is often accepted as its true nature by those not living there, making it the primary source for the creation of stereotypes and images, like the question about wealth my American peer asked me. Foreign media's portrayal of Dubai, which is an exclusive destination for most people, is a great example of the ignorance and stereotypes propagated by the media. Historically, foreign films set in Dubai focused on money, often in relation to business activities that violate international law, as in the English language Silver Bears, which depicted Dubai as an undeveloped and lawless place where smugglers trafficked silver from India into international markets. Other films depicted the city differently, like the Punjabi language super hit Dubai Chalo, which portrayed the city as a place of opportunity that offers the possibility of living wages that are unavailable at home, enabling remittances to family. And the Malayalam language Vilkanundu Swapnangal, which sheds light on the dangers of migration to the Gulf. People today seem to know about Dubai's existence due to its wealth, but portray the city with ignorance as if there is nothing more to it. In Operation Varsity Blues, a 2021 Netflix documentary on an American college admission scandal, the creators portray Dubai as if it is located in Saudi Arabia.
Hey, John, how are you? Hey, Rick. I'm okay. I'm hearing a big rainstorm in Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, I'm in Dubai.
I didn't know they had storms like that out there.
Some films still take after the historic trope of Dubai being the location for performing illegal business operations. When foreign creators portray wealth discrepancies in Dubai, they portray it in a shocking or controversial way, as they live in a bubble where Dubai isn't like any city that has people living in various classes, but an exceptional place where everyone is rich. Arthouse films recenter this Western exceptionalism by inventing new cliches to establish Dubai as a location, such as highway traffic stopped by stray camels, thus casting the city as backward despite its wealth. There are several reasons for these representations. As Tanit Chauhan, a film doctoral candidate at the University of Michigan, puts it, underlying political agendas have always supported specific media representations. Investors and target audiences play a big role in recreating specific local identities, whether socioeconomic, racial, or gendered. In a Hollywood context, creating a gap between the war-ridden Middle East and the West, especially when referring to countries like Afghanistan, Iraq, etc., backs up American political stances. Dubai, on the other hand, having a lot of foreign investors, has successfully distanced itself from the turmoil. Instead, its representation has made it renowned as the playground or vacation spot for the rich and famous. The resulting images of fictional individuals in urban backdrops clearly become a simulacrum, an oversimplified touristic postcard referred to in an international popularized context, usually promoting pre-existent exoticized stereotypes. One-dimensional representations of Dubai leave out a significant number of people in the city who live less extravagant lives, like me. It's nice to see some recent films that represent people like me and other communities in Dubai without the tourist gaze and the extreme wealth-related stereotypes that come with it. These films attempt to shift the focus from looking down on the city as just a tourist destination where nobody lives to looking around from inside the city and seeing actual people live their lives. However, these films remain highly underrated as they deviate from the media's traditional images of Dubai. It's important to note that by advocating for diverse representations of Dubai, I don't want to convey the message that the glamour associated with Dubai is inauthentic. Professor AlMutawa describes this potential issue of balance with representing different communities in her research about the UAE. She has found that people question why Dubai's official representations often focus on luxury and glamour. They point out that by focusing only on the glitzy Dubai, certain places and people that do not fit that image of glamour are being marginalized. People make an effort to point out the older and lower income parts of the city and to move away from stereotypical and mainstream representations of Dubai, as well as to show us the existence of a population that is often not represented in mainstream accounts of the city. However, while some people want to shed light on the significance of lower income neighborhoods or non-gentrified spaces, what they end up doing is engaging in a binary of fake and authentic, where they depict the old and lower income parts of the city as authentic and the new and glitzy parts of the city such as shopping malls and skyscrapers as fake. This binary is also problematic because it exoticizes and fetishizes the older and lower income parts of the city, while at the same time dismissing the new parts of the city as non-places or alienating spaces without understanding how these also become social and cultural sites in their own ways. Perceptions of a place and its people are highly influenced by their media portrayals. Although the reputation of a place in the media is almost impossible to control, it should be closely monitored and should not be dismissed as irrelevant. As people associate material wonders like the world's tallest building, the largest indoor ski slope, the world's only 7-star hotel, and man-made island projects with Dubai, they must also be shown diverse lives and stories to associate with the city and humanize the region.
This is Al-Qaeda, now known as Dar al-Aman 11. This is where we first moved in to Dubai. This is our first home. 26 years ago. Because we have so much of an attachment to us growing up here. When you come back, all of a sudden I'm back to being 11.
Yeah.
Saying, oh, भाई साहब सीधे लेना, कुछ not about it. Clarity के बाद पहला, right?
Yeah.
It's still like, oh my God,
yeah.
we're back there.
Yeah, I'm so glad so much of it still stands.
We need this. We need this to exist.
Yeah, we need it to live on.
Yeah. But for people like us, to reassure us of our past and how we grew up, and for so many others to be like, oh, there's a massive side to Dubai that nobody knows about.
The idea of
Dubai is a complex combination of cultures, traditions, and social hierarchies that is more than just an isolated, lifeless, crazy tourist destination.